Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Mingo Park, in charge of training for utilization of fumigation equipment and devices in COICA program. In this time, I'm going to use our small fumigation chambers for disinfection test. I am a team manager of phytosanitary treatment in pest control division in Animal and Plant Quarantine Agency. I made a presentation in follow order, preparation and fumigation and assessment and data analysis. You should make an Excel file for the test. Most fumigants are gases state under the normal temperature and pressure. For those mortality tests in lab scale, you should apply a certain mass of fumigant to the small chamber because the actual fumigant is injected by weighing mass. However, the fumigant is usually gas, so you should be able to convert the volume from mass of fumigants to inject a certain dose. That's why you have to make this kinds of table in order to change from the certain mass of fumigants to certain volume of the desiccator to certain volume of gas under the desiccator. The principle of conversion is presented in the lesson of use of gas mask for workers' protection. I did not concern about pressure in the lesson, as actual pressure is not different from normal one like this. This one is 1008, but normal pressure is 1013, so it's not big difference. However, as this test should be very accurate, you calculate the volume is actually including actual pressure or actual injection. So the real injection means the amount that injected the real syringe. This one. The formula for gas is this one. When liquid fumigant like atopomator apply, you can weigh the mass on normal temperature. So you can calculate a certain mass by dividing volume by density of liquid. Plant for test should be prepared with uniform quality. We can substitute test of fumigant depending on filling ratio and the penetration test to the plant in laboratory scale. Several materials are needed for preparation of insects, which includes breeding dish, distilled water, cotton brush, the bath, food. This is a preparation process of millibug for those response test with the fumigant. One select a breeding this is stubble for the size of the test insect. This one, very small one. Put cotton or filter paper in the breeding dish to maintain humidity, like this. They add an appropriate amount of distilled water. Put insect food in the dish. This is the potato. If test insects do not fly, fill the bath with water, and this is water, and then move it from breeding cage. Using a tool under a microscope, put on over than 30 passes per dish. When all the pest insects are transported, there's a 30 insect on the dish, the close the lip and the seal with tape. Prepare 3 dishes for each control and the experiment group. For example, 4 concentrations, the total we need 15 dishes. For fumigation, we need materials like this: syringe, tether bag, small chamber, fumigant fan, filter paper, silicone hose, safety tape. During fumigation, you should check the concentration of fumigant to calculate the CT product and assess motility according to the CT products. GC is used for detecting the concentration. The standard curve is necessary for GC. That's why you should be able to make a standard gas. The standard gases are manufactured in at least 4 concentrations, including the highest and the lowest concentrations of the treatment concentration. Make sure the bag is not leaking. We should do leaking test like this. And then vacuum the 1 liter Tesla bag and label the bag. Okay, and they inject 1 liter of air to the bag. Okay, you should make 4 bags. 4 bags. Remove the air using a gas-tight syringe by amount calculated in the preparation step. Remove the air. And then inject the fumigation using the gas-tight syringe by amount calculated in the preparation stage. I again explain this one. You should put the 1 liter 1 liter instead of 12 liters, because this is for making standard curve. So we using the only Tesla bag, 1 liter Tesla bag. So you put the 1 liter in the Excel file. So maybe you this amount of gas calculated in the Excel. So you put the you remove the amount amount calculated, and then inject the amount calculated. So the gas chromatography analysis for each bag, the 4 bags, the 4 times per bag. This is a fumigation procedure. One secure the surrounding safety by using safety tape. The check lab temperature. The check the circulation fan is working. Put the insect in the small fumigation chamber, this one. Then close it to prevent gas leakage. This is safety line. This is the temperature, relative humidity, like this. Put the insects in the chamber and then close. Okay. 5. Remove air by amount calculated in the preparation states. So again, I explained that table. In order to calculate the volume of fumigants, this one, fumigant, you should put the 45 liters instead of 12 liters because this desiccator, this small chamber size is 45. So you can calculate the volume of gas. You remove the air from the small chamber like this. And inject amount of fumigant calculated in the preparation stage. Can you see? Then maybe this is methyl bromide. This is a gas tight syringe. You can inject the amount of calculated exactly in that fumigation chamber, as I said. In case of treating liquid fumigant like the ethyl formate, the pour the fumigant after putting filter paper on the inside like this video. You need to put the filter paper in the chamber before injection of ethyl formate. This is ethyl formate, it's a liquid. So you have to inject the exact amount of a liquid. So that's why you have to check this Excel file again. This is ethyl formate. You can, as I said, the volume is 45, and then this is the volume of gas. This is the liquid of the volume of liquid. So that's why you have to know every thing about those things, the volume of gas and the volume of liquid. So if you know that a liquid volume of, in order to calculate the fumigation dosage with the liquid, we have to divide the mass by volume by density. Maybe this exercise all includes just like this. They inject that with the liquid. After injection of fumigant, take a sample 3 to 5 times with toddler bag, including immediately after fumigant's input and just before ventilation. This one is the specialized fumigation chamber. The injection part is divided from the suction sampling part, like this. So you can take a sample by this part with a gas-tight syringe. And then finish, when you finish the fumigation, the ventilation needed. Open. Of the fumigation chamber. And then they adjust the gas. Be sure to wear gas mask when adjusting, like this, every time. Gas concentration analyzed with GC as comparing the standard curve acquired from standard gases. This is assessment procedure. One, check mortality at 25 hours from 1 day to 7 days after end of fumigation, according to the doses. Doses. Observer X or prepare for sufficient days until hatching or emerging do not occur. Phytotoxicity is assessed on first, third, fifth days from the day the fumigation was finished. Phytotoxicity indices are selected as needed, such as the color difference of outside or inside, sugar content, hardiness. This is a data analysis procedure. To get standard curve and enter the high or average value of GC on the each standard gas in Excel. This one, the standard, and then this is dose, and then this is area, and then you calculated the area value, the value of average value. The curve is drawn using the average value for each concentration, this one. The formula of standard curve is obtained with the y equal ax plus b, this one. The x is milligram per liter dose, and then the y is the peak area. At this time, the y is 25x plus 26. Put height or area value of GC on each gas sample during fumigation in Excel, this one. During fumigation is 30 minutes, 1 hour, 3 hours, 4 hours, like this, and calculate those with y equal ax plus b. You can see the calculators in the red, this one. So you put this area in A. You can calculate the x of those, this one, and then calculate the average value of concentration over time of sample, and then sum that to obtain CT products. So on the based on the doses during fumigation, this one, you can calculate that the CT product through the sum of the fumigate concentration during over time. The formula is like this. Lastly, mortality should be analyzed statistically, examine the mortality of each dish, and calculate the overall mortality at the corresponding concentration. Statistical analysis of mortality rate for each concentration is performed by using probit analysis. This one. Check the value of CT50, LCT50, LCT99, LCT99, 1996, like this. You can calculate the mortality according to CT product. Thank you so much for listening my lecture. I hope it will be useful for you all. Thank you. Thank you very much.